Are you ready to have your best garden yet? Maybe you are new to gardening and aren't sure what to do. We want to help you grow fresh food for your family. Whether you have a limited amount of space or unlimited space, a raised bed can be an amazing way to grow what you love. If you are needing help with that, our non-GMO raised bed garden starter kit made with organic contents is just what you need to get things growing. In our kit, you will find all the things you need for your spring, summer, and fall planting of a 32 square foot raised bed. You will unpack 25 varieties of seed, including a wide variety of veggies, fruits, herbs, and flowers. Now you are ready to get started. Using the trays without drain holes, fill 1 to 2 trays with an inch of water and place the Jiffy peat pellets into the water. You might not use all of the pellets at once. Here, I am using 38 of the pellets because I will be starting 38 seedlings for my garden. Let the pellets soak until they absorb the water, which will be fairly quickly. While waiting on the pellets to expand, go ahead and make your labels for seeds that you will be planting in the Jiffy pots. Now it is time to check the pellets to see if they are fully expanded and moist. If not, add more water and continue to let them expand. Place your strips of Jiffy peat pots into the empty trays. Take the pellets and stretch or loosen out the top just a little and place 1 pellet in each pot. It's seed planting time. To make it easier, I lay out all of my seeds with their plant tags in alphabetical order. This makes it easier when I'm looking at my depth planting chart in my instruction booklet, since the seeds are already in alphabetical order in the book. After your seedlings are ready to transplant, or if you are direct sowing, make sure to work the dirt in your garden or mix it well so that it is loose and ready to plant. Here, we are using a Espoma's Biotone Starter Plus, and we mix it into the soil according to the label on the package. This is a great all-around organic fertilizer to get healthy roots established. I also periodically use a type of liquid fish fertilizer such as Neptune's Organic. I mix 2 cups of Biotone Starter Plus into the soil before planting, spreading it evenly across the bed and raking it into the dirt. After that, it was time to grid the bed. We love the square foot method for raised bed gardening. It allows you to produce a good amount of food in a small area and is great for urban and rural gardening alike. Starting at one corner of the raised bed, I measured in 12-inch increments, using the gardening marker to mark each increment. I then measure the adjacent side in 12-inch increments also, and continue going all the way around the bed. To grid the bed, take your string and cut 3 9-foot strings and 7 5-foot strings. Tie a nice size knot into one end of each string. Secure the string with the pushpin into one of your marked places at the edge of your bed. Stretch the string across the bed to the mark that is directly opposite from it. Tie a knot in that end to also secure the string with the pushpin. The knot will prevent the string from slipping. Continue to do so until you have gridded the entire bed. All of your boxes will be 1 foot square. Here we have 32 square feet. Now let's get these veggies growing. It's planting time. Start by planting the seedlings in the Jiffy pots first. Remember that some things will be direct sown. If you did not have time to start some of your seedlings, you can direct sow them straight into the garden. Cut your Jiffy peat pots apart. You may even notice that the roots are growing through the side of the pot. Use the planting chart to help you know how many plants to use in each square foot and exactly where to plant them. Go ahead and lay the pots out in each square foot so that your planting is quick and organized. When planting the pots, make sure that the pot is just below the soil and then lightly cover the top of the pot with additional soil. Do not compact the soil around the pot. It needs to be loose. Use a plant label to mark each square foot so that you can remember what you have planted in each space. Next, lay out your seed packets in each box. Again, this just helps you to be organized. Continue to follow the planting chart and plant the number of seeds for the number of plants that you will grow in that square foot. Use the planting depth chart to help you know how deep to plant those seeds. And make sure to keep the soil loose over the top of the seed. Do not push the seed into hardened soil. The key to success is to keep your seeds moist until germination and emergence occurs. It has been amazing to see how fast seedlings emerge. I always recommend applying a water-soluble fertilizer after planting. Once finished planting my raised bed, I use the fish emulsion to give it a boost. I continue to do this weekly to bi-weekly, and most of my seedlings were up and growing within 4 days of planting. It has been so much fun to watch this garden grow. We are 3 weeks in, and I'm already able to harvest spinach, lettuces, and herbs. We are so excited for fresh veggies, and we are so excited for you to grow your own garden. We would love to help you, so please message us on our social media outlets if you ever have any questions. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as we share gardening hacks, easy ways to have a successful garden, simple irrigation, how to control pest and disease, do-it-yourself projects, and many other gardening topics. Happy gardening from the Bloomery, and know that we are rooting for your gardening success.